Do you feel like people don't take you very seriously at work? It might be what you're wearing. Hi, my name is Cindy Clayton, and I teach people how to improve their professional presence. And today I want to cover the topic of business casual attire. The thing about business casual attire is there are so many options to choose from that it just feels overwhelming to most people. But today I want to talk to you about some specific things that you can do to improve your business casual presence. So if everyone around you essentially wears jeans and t-shirts, I would invite you to go a step beyond that. That people who are dressed up perform better. In fact, there are schools throughout the world that require their students to wear a suit. So young boys, young girls, they wear a suit and tie to school. Test scores are better in those instances. If you could think about for yourself, even if you feel more confident, in command, in control, ready to go, if you are out of your sweatpants or your jammies or whatever it is you wear to relax in, and you're into some clothes that make you feel really good about yourself. Now I know you may be thinking, it's just clothes, Cindy, it's not that serious. But the truth is, our brains have to make quick decisions about people. Thinking about where you're sitting right now or standing, think about all of the things that your brain is processing. The sound of my voice, the feel of your phone in your hands, the sound of the air conditioner or the heater running behind you, the sound of the lights buzzing, the sound of the TV in the next room. And our brains have to make quick decisions. Malcolm Gladwell calls it thin slicing, in order to think about trustworthiness, threat detection, whether or not we want to engage with somebody, likability. All these things are wrapped up in that, our brain making a quick decision about someone based on appearances. I know what you're thinking, I'm not that shallow of a person, or I don't judge people based on what they're wearing. But neurobiologically, that's not true. Okay, so it's important that if you want to improve your professional presence, you want people to take you more seriously, you want people to trust you and believe in you, you should start with attire. So I want to show you two pictures. The first one is someone who is dressed probably how most of us dress at home. And I want you to think about 3 words to describe someone in this picture. Now, we're not talking about their character, right? We're not making judgments about their character or what they're, what they're capable of. But we're thinking about things like, well, they look comfy, maybe they look a little sloppy, and maybe they're tired. So nothing about those 3 words says, I want to trust this person with the biggest account in the company. Now, let's look at another picture. Let's take a look at this person and think about what 3 words we would have to describe this person. Again, not their character, but just them. Words to me, what comes up is like sharp, put together, and trustworthy. Somebody that I would want to spend a little bit more time with at work, somebody that I might trust to have a conversation with about an important project. Okay, so if you're sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I dress more like the first one at work because I don't care and I just want to be comfortable, but you're making some sense and I would like to improve, it's never too late. If you are just starting out in your career, mid-career, late career, middle age, doesn't matter. You can improve the way that people perceive you at work with just a few changes. Now I'm doing an entire series on professional attire, and I will go into more specifics in those videos to come. But to get you started, I want you to think about improving your professional presence through improved business casual attire as a priority. Think of it like investing in a training certificate or a course. Okay, so I know that especially these days, budgets are tight. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You really don't. I would invite you to start with the concept of a uniform. So if you do your laundry twice a week, let's just say, that would be perfect for this idea. You need 3 pair of dress pants. And you could find a pair that fit you really well, that are just as comfortable as your sweatpants. They do exist. And make you feel really good about yourself all at once and are within your budget. Try those on. If they fit you really well, you love them, maybe you get 3 pair of black pants. It doesn't even matter that they're all black. Just start out that way if you'd like. If you do laundry more often, you could go with fewer. No one's going to remember tomorrow that Cindy always wears black pants. What's going on with that? That's not where people really pay that close of attention. I would encourage you to get something with a classic style, maybe just a straight leg. And that way you don't have to worry about, what's in style and whatnot. The advantage of getting all black too is that you only then need a pair of black shoes, and black loafers are just fine. So if you don't already have a pair of black loafers and you're going for this uniform, then go ahead and invest in a pair of black loafers. Something you might find fun that a lot of the people that I coach do is to invest in some fun socks, some different socks, fun but still professional socks, maybe in some cool colors or something to help add a little bit of personality into their look. As far as tops go, you could get plain colors. I would recommend something either with a collar, like a polo, or because again you're just getting started, or this shirt that I'm wearing is a short sleeve shirt. It is obviously not a t-shirt, so we're looking at potentially a better fabric than a t-shirt. We definitely don't want any graphics on there. So sorry, Marvin the Martian, you're adorable, but you are for the weekends. And so make sure that you're not wearing your Marvin the Martian t-shirt to work. And so we want something that is a little bit more elevated. You could maybe get 5 shirts or even 6 shirts to get started, because you're going to be mixing and matching those shirts with your black pants. It is the shirts that people are going to probably remember a little bit more. And I want to remind you that they're probably not going to remember the shirt exactly unless it's the Marvin the Martian t-shirt, but they'll remember that you look put together. Okay, so I know those ideas, the way that I presented them, might seem a little like they cross over, but actually they'll just remember their overall impression of that you're a sharp dresser and you're put together. You want to get flexible options as well, especially if you're going to spend a little bit more money. So something that you could wear casually as well. So taking my shirt, for example, I could absolutely wear it with jeans on the weekends. I could wear it out to dinner. It's so funny because I hear influencers say, you could run errands in this, you could do brunch in this. That's a fabulous life. That is not mine. When I run errands, it's probably in like what they wear in the first video. I'm talking about just at work. If overall in life you want to improve people's reaction to you and the way that people interact with you, then dressing better overall certainly helps as well. So you don't have to have a specific work wardrobe that's entirely different than your casual wardrobe. See if you can mix and match a little to get the most for your money. Again, I will say, I do certainly recognize that times are tight, that everything's expensive, and also with fast fashion, many of us have concerns about the fact that there's so much waste. And I personally love to thrift shop. I recognize that some of the thrift shops, like the larger ones that have names that they're sort of getting close price-wise to what I might find at Walmart. And you guys, Walmart has stepped up their clothing game, at least online, and you can get some really nice stuff for some very reasonable prices. So if a secondhand item costs you 12 or 15 bucks, which that's not uncommon, you can absolutely get a new one for about that from Walmart. And then you might have a little bit longer with it. Now, if you prefer quality over quantity and buying secondhand helps you with that, then that's certainly a great strategy. But to get yourself started, Walmart is a great option to do that. The other thing would be there are free to pick up sites on Facebook and different places on the internet, and so someone might be getting rid of a lot of clothes that maybe they were in their professional career and stepped back for whatever reason, and so they want to give their clothes away. That's a good option as well. So be looking at those. And I know in my community, I absolutely love the fact that our Humane Society has a thrift shop, and it's volunteer run. So all the items in the thrift shop were donated, and if I buy items from there, that money goes directly to animal care. So for me, I feel like that's a huge win, and I actually do a thing where I feel like I'm renting from the thrift shop. So if I get something and I wear it a couple times and then I just don't love it as much anymore, then I'll donate it back after it's washed and ironed back to the Humane Society so that they can resell it and make some more money for animal care. So those are some options to get you started. There is no need to go out and spend $500 on a grand wardrobe. Now, if you have that money and you want to do that, great. But keep in mind, you have to get the habit of dressing in business casual attire that is a little more elevated before you really fill out your business casual wardrobe. What I mean is, I'm asking you to make a big change. You've been used to wearing the things that you lounge in, that you're comfortable in, that you might even sleep in. And I'm asking you to change over to something a little bit more structured and with a little bit more of a personality, a little bit more of a polish. So if you go out and you buy a bunch of things and then you never make that change, then you've wasted the money and the opportunity. So start small, make yourself a little work wardrobe, and build from there. So if you have the base of a handful of pants and a handful of tops, and you start the rotation, and then I promise you, you're gonna get that feedback quite quickly where people are gonna go, wow, look at you, you look great. People are gonna ask you, have you been on vacation? You look well rested. You look like you're more fit. You look more awake. All kinds of things people are gonna assign to you based on just making this change in your clothes. If it doesn't happen for you, then you can absolutely tell me off in the comments. But I've never had a coaching client or a former student where improving their work wardrobe has not immediately and directly paid off. So we have to ask you to trust me on this one. Give it a try. And if it doesn't work for you, then you'll be the first one, and I will make that caveat ongoing. So please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm fairly new at this, and I'm so excited to share with you the things that I share with my coaching clients and my students. Please consider subscribing and turn your notifications on so that you don't miss a video from me. Thank you for watching today, and I hope you're well. Bye.